quick video. I'm going to show you tips on how I straighten brake lines here at the shop. So, update on this: it runs, it steers, it doesn't stop yet. Gotta do brake lines. So I'm doing brake lines by the brake line and the big rolls, like 25 feet. Don't buy them in straight. So they make tools to straighten the brake line out. I don't have a tool. We don't do brake lines here enough for me to buy the tool, even though you can buy them for cheap. So I'll show you how I straighten the brake line. All right, so what you're gonna need is obviously the brake line, a drill bit that's slightly larger than the brake line, step bit, pine cone bit, whatever you're gonna call it, any one of these, a vise, a 2x4. This isn't a 2x4, this is like a, I don't know, 2x3, but a 2x4 works as well. Just to make sure your drill bit can drill all the way through, okay? So step one would be drilling it out. So kind of towards the top like that. I'm just gonna drill through. This is a metal bit. Drilling in the wood, so not ideal. All right, made its way all the way through. We'll call this our front side. The tube's gonna come out of it, but on the back side, use the pineapple bit. Just give it a little bevel. So the bevel looks like that. It's only probably a quarter of the way through. All right, so got that set up on the toolbox here by myself right now. So there it is. We're gonna feed it through the back side right there. And all we have to do is feed this through. And we have a pretty straight tube. Feed it back through a couple times, work it, pump this up, work it. Definitely a lot straighter than it was coming out. So, simply pulling that thing through the wood straightens it out. No need for a tool. All you need is a drill bit, block of wood, push it through. You don't have to go buy a tool. You don't have to store a tool. Everybody has wood laying around. There you go. So let's walk over here, kind of give you my breakdown of plan on this now. All right, power boost out of a safari van / whatever the Chevy version was called. Right here, there's the front, there's the rears. The front's gonna come down, under, up and over. And then I got my little T-block right there, so the pressure will come up. This side will be the driver front, that side will be the, driver front, that side will be the passenger front. Then the rear is gonna shoot down underneath floor pan, all the way to the rear. Hardline that to somewhere near this upper link. Flex line over, hard line down, flex line over. And if we have enough, I will hard line down to flex line, hard line down to flex line. If not, we'll just make braided flex. But that is the quick, down and dirty way how I straighten brake line, and an update on the race truck. Let's fire it up, just for giggles. Right, so, winch disconnect. This is the main ignition disconnect, just for like parking it for a long time. So it's parked a long time, boom. So that'll just normally stay on, but since it's just sitting here on a battery tender, why not? So this is essentially your ignition key. Turn that on to battery 1 because there's only one. The Switch Pro lights up, wants to do its thing. Walk around to the other side. All right, so we got our ignition on. That kicks the ECU on. Fuel pump 1, primary pump. It's on. I can hear it running. Starts momentary. Oh, do that again. Fuel on. There we go. All right, she's running. I've had the OBD2 port. It's up in there, plugged up to the big Snap-on computer. No check engine lights. Everything's happy. Little rev. She sounds good. Give you one down here as well. Little cold revs. And then to turn it off, simply turn your ignition off. Don't forget to turn that off. And then that is it. We'll kick that off, and then that one back there off. And that's how it starts and shuts off. Works great. It's awesome. Fire it up almost every day now just to get it running. Let it run for 5-10 minutes, just get fluids going. I've got no leaks anywhere now, which is awesome on this thing. No coolant leaks, no fuel leaks, no steering leaks anymore. I had a bad crimp done by me for the steering. That was a mess. But other than that, everything works. So I got to knock out some brakes or brake lines, bleed them. We need to order drive shafts for it. Not sure when to get those yet or where from yet. Probably either Knoxville Driveline or Tom Woods, depending on price and what they can do. And then I got to do the panels. I got boat flooring in. Let me show you some boat flooring that I got. Actually, I'm not, because it's in the parts room. So other than that, thing's awesome. Works great. Almost done. We're getting there.